How does billionaire Carl Icahn help Tron TRX and BitTorrent BTT in becoming interested in the cryptocurrency industry? If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I really appreciate the views, so thank you for that. Occasionally we do giveaways on the channel, and what you need to do if you want to be a part of that and know about our new content, comment down below. Tell me what you think about what I have to say here. We pick commenters to actually be part of the giveaway. So if you don't hit the notification bell, if you don't subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like button, you're not going to know, because we tell people who won within the videos themselves as they roll out. So let me get on with it. Billionaire Carl Icahn says he may drop up to 1.5 billion into crypto, and this is coming from Cointelegraph, as I always reveal my sources. So, former crypto skeptic Carl Icahn, the founder of Icahn Enterprises, told Bloomberg he's set to enter the crypto market in a big way, teasing an investment of around 1.5 billion. Now, don't kid yourself. I'll tell you right now, he's not just entering the market now. He's not doing it on a whim. He's done his homework. He's done his due diligence, and maybe he, like most big guys, not only buying some crypto, getting in there because he sees the potential, maybe he's going to invest and make some investments in some companies or entities that are going to blow people's minds. I'm going to get more into that in a minute. I'm going to tell you some interesting things about Tron BTT and how I see him helping them in some ways that maybe some of you haven't really thought about just yet. So it'll be news to you. Icahn is an investor and former advisor to the Trump administration who has a net worth of $15.6 billion according to Forbes. In 2018, Icahn told CNBC that crypto is ridiculous and added, "Maybe I'm too old for them, but I wouldn't touch that stuff." You know, it's funny how bold statements come out of bold people, and success comes from being bold. It also comes from taking I can't talk, like I say, maybe I need more coffee. Succinct daily actions lead to success. It's not just about the boldness. Another important thing is knowing when to change direction, knowing when you're wrong, or knowing not necessarily even in this case that he was specifically wrong at that time, but you need to know when to change direction, and you have to not be afraid to go in a different way than what you already may have expressed publicly. You have to not have a problem doing that, and that's part of being able to succeed. Knowing that you drove down a street, you missed a side street that didn't look too exciting, and you know enough to U-turn, come right back, and go down that side street that you thought was a big dump. And he knows that. So, speaking on Wednesday, Icahn explained, Wednesday. So when was Wednesday? I believe this is a relatively new article because I don't deal with old articles here most of the time for you guys. May 27th, 2021. So speaking on Wednesday, Icahn explained he's now considering a large investment, and that entering the market in such a manner would not be to buy a few coins or something. I mean, a big way for us would be $1 billion, $1.5 billion. I'm not going to say exactly. Icahn joins a growing list of fellow billionaires who've changed their tune over crypto in the past 12 months. When asked about what cryptocurrencies he has his eyes on, the billionaire kept his cards close to his chest, and he emphasized that much of the cryptocurrency issued today will not survive, 100%, but we believe cryptocurrency in one form or another might be here to stay. To be clear, we have never bought any cryptocurrency, but we are studying it. Icahn believes that cryptocurrencies that don't at least serve as a store of value will be flushed out of the market, as there's got to be some form of safety of value there to survive. Icahn Enterprises is a $14.5 billion American conglomerate with investments in CVR, Pep Boys, and Trump Entertainment Resources. Now, I will tell you that I believe where he is wrong But maybe that's not what he means. You know, they don't necessarily need to be a store of value at the moment, because if they have a good product or service behind them and they can parlay that into a real business, then the store of value is there. But I suppose that's probably what he means. He means it directly, indirectly. So maybe I'll retract what I just said. So anyhow, let's see what Michael Saylor here, maybe at Carl Icahn, will be the first hashtag Bitcoin TerraChat. Interesting. Carl Icahn, billionaire and previous Bitcoin skeptic, now says he wants to get into the crypto in a big way. So Ryan Adams, Ether proponent and founder of crypto investment firm Mythos, I think it's Mythos Capital, and Bankless, speculated on Twitter that Icahn's recent kite flying in the media may indicate that he has already entered the market. I'm sure he has in one way or another. If Carl Icahn hasn't already bought $1 billion worth of ETH and BTC, why would he announce he's about to buy $1 billion worth of ETH and BTC? The billionaire he may indirectly be involved, not directly just yet. The billionaire expanded further on his views about crypto to Bloomberg, saying, you know, who else was on Bloomberg recently? Justin Sun. He now thinks that skepticism over the value of crypto is a little wrong-headed, as he questions the intrinsic value of the United States dollar in comparison to crypto, which could be a store of value and hedge against inflation. So I think another part of it, obviously, he has to see the relevancy in cryptocurrency and the power behind it, but the way that the US dollar has taken a nose tank dive from being as high as, you know, if you compare it to the Canadian dollar, I think it was at 1.44 at one point, average 1.30, I would say, over the past at least 4 or 5 years, and now it's sitting at 1.20, 1.21. I mean, that's a big smackdown. So the billionaire expanded further on his views about crypto to Bloomberg, saying he now thinks that the skepticism over the value of crypto is a little wrong-headed, as he questions the intrinsic value of the United States dollar in comparison to crypto. It's worth reading again. I know I read it before, but think about the power behind him basically alluding to the fact that maybe crypto is as valuable or more than the US dollar, which could be a store of value and hedge against inflation. He sees it as a protector. Well, what's the value of a dollar? The only value of the dollar really is because you can use it to pay taxes. When Icahn was asked, what is your case for crypto? The 85-year-old spoke about Ethereum network, noting that with Ethereum, it's the underlying blockchain. So Ethereum has two things. You can use it as a payment system, and you can use it as a store of value. Guess what, guys? Who wants to eat Ethereum's lunch? Tron. Who may or may have already realized, but isn't disclosing it publicly yet, that Tron TRX is something special, and that maybe it's a better Ethereum in disguise. And who is Tron TRX owner of? BTT BitTorrent, and they are both intertwined, and Carl Icahn's interest may become interest. And again, not financial advice, just my opinion, for Tron TRX. And that's one of the ways where there may be a little surprise here that's brewing, and how Carl Icahn's interest can help Tron TRX and thus BitTorrent, and thus the headline of this video. So now let's see if we can get into, is there anything else really that I didn't want to get into in my once again on the cuff video. So, you know, it's very, very interesting because so many people are set in their ways, including the Billionaire Boys Club. And when people like Carl Icahn or a Mark Cuban jump into the arena, Elon Musk, and they start, you know, I shouldn't have mentioned Elon Musk because I can't say that he's a set in his ways, so that's an error on my part. I misspoke there. So let's stick with like a Mark Cuban. Let's stick with a very much older, even though Cuban is getting older, he's not that old, Carl Icahn. When these people start to, when their antennas go up, and they're proven big money makers, big earners, when their antennas go up and, you know, Cuban starts to accept Dogecoin, and he becomes more and more open to crypto, and he starts popping up in the headlines. When Carl Icahn does this, it is the mainstreaming that I'm talking about. It is the kind of value, it's the hidden value that you don't see. It's the value in the headlines. And marketing is extremely powerful, and all these news bits are being used as marketing leverage, and they are pushing vortexes of traffic towards the altcoins. And the altcoins, the best of them, which I believe Tron, TRX, BitTorrent, BTT are a couple of the best of them, will benefit as the mainstreaming happens and the news pumps, and not in a fake way, in a good way, the attention that's well deserved. As usual, thank you for watching. I hope this finds you healthy, happy. I will see you on the next video.